SOCCERBee. SOCCERBee is a GPS soccer-specific tracking system.
Look at it.
It's actually like extremely light.
I'm sure you've seen, the pro players wearing stuff like this. Stuff like this didn't even exist
Definitely
5-6 years ago. Definitely didn't when we were growing up as players. It's just a really cool tool to show exactly what you're doing. It gives you data points to understand your game, to help you analyze your game better, which when you understand your game more, especially the weaknesses, you're gonna know how to improve on those weaknesses. So that's why a product like this even exists on the market for those who have never seen a GPS soccer tracker. So let's talk about what kind of data you're gonna be getting with SOCCERBee. It gives you a heat map rating for the game that you played. It gives you a top speed as well as your average speed.
Nice.
So for me, we're gonna be very low top speed.
Yeah, I don't know if I wanna know that.
A consistent, nice average speed for me.
Yeah.
It's even gonna tell you your sprint distance, how far you sprinted. For me, 20 feet.
20 feet, yeah. 20 feet. I think it's the most I've ever seen you sprint.
When you win the giveaway, what comes with the SOCCERBee? It comes with, obviously, the tracker, the all-important device. So this is replacing something like if you have an Apple Watch. It comes with a GPS tracker, and then it also comes with a super comfy vest. You can order those in sizes that are best for you. You don't even notice it. When I was wearing it, when you were wearing it, did you notice it at all?
Not really. To be honest, it's like pretty comfortable and it's not like a big deal at all.
Tracker just goes in right back here. You slide it right in there, and it's also really squishy phone back, so like I said, you're not even gonna feel it. It's super light, you don't even feel it. So that's what comes with a SOCCERBee when you purchase this.
Obviously, if we're gonna have a product like this, we wanted to put it through its paces to figure out how well a product like this actually performs. So we put the SOCCERBee through a couple tests because we wanted to see exactly how accurate it was in terms of picking up the GPS location. We did 2 different accuracy tests. What's up, y'all? All right, this is test 1, where we're gonna see how accurate the SOCCERBee tracker is. So I'm gonna run the perimeter of the field, and then we'll have the drone in the sky, and we'll see if it actually tracks it precisely. And then I'm gonna run diagonally from this spot right here in the middle, all the way across there. Then I'm gonna go all the way to the center point over here, draw a big old circle around the circumference of the circle, and then we'll see how the app actually tracks it when we look at the data. Let's get into it. All right, so now I just finished the run. I'm gonna transfer the data. They say it's gonna take about 2 minutes, about the time that it takes to take your boots off. By the time your boots are done, the data's ready to go. I'd say it did a pretty decent job in terms of tracking it. And I'm kind of impressed. I've never worn or used any technology like this before. I thought it was fun. I thought it was pretty cool, and I'm actually kind of excited to use it more in the future. So.
Yeah, and they say that it's supposed to check your location 5 times every second, which is a lot of times in 1 second. As you can see on here on screen right now, you can see Prez's run happening. It kind of goes outside the lines of the field. Yeah, it almost looks like it pushed everything to the right a little bit. It was a smaller soccer field. When we kind of look at the results, there's a moment within the app that you have to draw a box around, and there could be some user error there. But for the most part, I was pretty impressed on how well that it tracks. That test that you ran through was super interesting. It was cool to see you outline the pitch and see it play back in the app. Second test that we ran it through, I took it out to a pickup session because we wanted to test it in a smaller, tighter confined area to see how accurately it can get in those kind of tighter areas. And I found this test to be super impressive, actually, the results. So the next test that we're running is actually, of course, outside playing soccer. So obviously a lot of this that you're gonna use this vest for and the tracker is gonna be in an 11-a-side setting, a big game. You're gonna wanna see your top speed, you're gonna wanna see how much distance you covered, you're gonna wanna see if you're in the correct positions, you're gonna have those data points, but obviously you're not playing 11-a-side every single day when you're training. A lot of the training that you're doing with your team is gonna be small-sided possession, V6, AV8 as the coach builds. This test is gonna be a pickup session. The SOCCERBee app allows you to outline where you played to make sure that your data points are correct. So we'll see how that goes. Let's get into it. Like I said, we played in a tight space that wasn't even as wide as the 18-yard box. And look at all the tracking points that you can see here in the app. It's pretty impressive. My heat map definitely shows me favoring the left side of the field, which is very accurate. I love the left side personally, which lets me dribble from the wing towards goal with my right foot. I love cutting it across like that. So that's pretty accurate in terms of the heat map there. You'll even see how accurate it is enough to show that when I go and get a ball that went out of bounds, you can see those data points that is showing that. So for me, I feel like this was a better test of what the SOCCERBee is designed for than our like running around the perimeter test. I think this one was even better because all the information, the data points was happening inside that perimeter. You know?
True, that's true.
So it was a really good test. I was impressed with how it performed.
So why do we like SOCCERBee?
Tell them.
Well, because they're offering a pro level data collection product that comes in cheaper than their competitors, which we're all about.
Yeah, that's pretty much what Boostfootball is all about. How can we provide resources and support people that are giving resources to make the game more accessible? So.